Hey everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Bit-O-Asm-4 challenge from picoCTF, otherwise known as Cylab Academy, as part of the reverse engineering series of challenges. The description says, can you figure out what is in the EAX register? Put your answer in the picoCTF flag format, picoCTF-N, where N is the contents of the EAX register in the decimal number base. If the answer was hex 11, your flag would be picoCTF 17. Download your assembly dump here. So the first thing we need to do for this challenge is copy the assembly dump file location. So right click on it, select copy link, then go over to your terminal, and then create a directory to work inside of. So we're just going to call this Bit-O-Asm-4. We're going to enter that directory, and then we're going to wget space, paste in the file address, and hit enter to download the file. Okay, so after that, we're going to take a look at the text file with the nano text editor. Okay, so what we've got here are a bunch of x86 assembly instructions. So we'll talk about what these instructions are in just a second. But what are we talking about? So this is Bit-O-Asm-4. In this challenge, we're asked to look at an assembly dump for a program and figure out what's in the EAX register at the end of the program. So we're dealing with x86 assembly instructions, and to understand the contents of this dump file, we need to understand about the x86 assembly language. So assembly languages are the programming languages that are closest to the pure machine code that computer processors execute. And to solve this challenge, we need to understand the following x86 assembly instructions: move, compare, jump less than or equal, jump, and sub. So that's a little bit more than 3. So the first instruction we need to understand is the move instruction. So move in is an assembly instruction which moves data into memory locations. So in this example, the value hexadecimal 4, which is decimal 4, it's moved into the dword PTR RBP minus hex 8 location. The next instruction is the compare instruction. So CMP. The CMP instruction is used to compare a value at a memory location to another value. So in this case, after the comparison, another memory location will record whether the location is greater than, equal to, or less than the value. Compare instructions are usually followed by a conditional jump instruction, such as JLE, jump if less than or equal. And in this example, the contents of the dword PTR RBP minus hex 4 memory location are compared to the value hexadecimal 2710, which is decimal 10,000. So this will begin to make more sense when we actually break down the program in just a little bit. But first we need to understand this instruction, which is the JLE instruction. So the jump less than equal JLE instruction jumps to a specified memory address in the program if the previous CMP instruction, compare, returned less than or equal. And in this example, if the JLE instruction executes, then the program execution will jump to the instruction at memory address, this memory address over here, which is also main function offset. Well, this should say plus 37. Okay, the next instruction is the sub instruction, which is subtraction. So it subtracts the value of a specified location by a value. And in this example, the value hexadecimal 65, which is decimal 101, is subtracted from the value at the memory location dword PTR RBP minus hex 4. So I think this is the last one. Yeah, so the last instruction we're looking at is the jump instruction, JMP. The jump instruction jumps to a specified memory address in the program. It is sometimes called an unconditional jump. So this will always jump, as opposed to some of the other instructions that might jump if a certain condition is met. And in this example, program execution jumps to the instruction at memory address, this one over here, which is offset 41 from the main function. Okay, so we only need to keep track of 2 memory locations in this exercise. We need to keep track of EAX and dword PTR RBP minus hex 4. So what we're doing is we're paying attention to these instructions over here. I'll mark them off with a asterisk. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then this one. So there's one instruction that is not executed over here because the jump less than equal comparison, well, the comparison doesn't return true. So this JLE jump doesn't happen. So we just keep on moving until we hit the actual jump instruction that moves to offset 41 over here. Okay, so we'll talk about what happens in each one of these instructions. So in the first instruction, this really big hexadecimal number is moved into dword PTR RBP minus hex C. So it now contains, oh wait. Sorry, this should say RBP minus hex 4. I used the wrong screenshot, but it's the same value. Okay, so the second instruction is the compare instruction. Okay, so in this compare instruction, so hexadecimal this value right here, so 10,000 is being compared to, well, sorry, 654,874 is being compared to 10,000. And in this case, it's greater than. So greater than is being recorded by the memory. So in this case, the jump less than instruction doesn't run because this is not less than or equal. It's greater than. So we ignore this instruction, then move on to the fourth instruction, which is the subtraction one. So in this case, hexadecimal 65, which is 101, is subtracted from the value at dword PTR RBP minus hex 4. So now we've got this value. The next instruction is a jump instruction, and it jumps over to main offset 41 to do the next instruction, which is a move instruction that moves the contents of dword PTR RBP minus hex 4 into EAX, which means that EAX now holds 654,773. Okay, so we can copy this value, and then we can wrap the flag for picoCTF. Okay, just like this. So to finish the challenge, we just need to copy the flag, move over to the challenge, and then at the bottom of the description, paste in the flag and click on submit. And then we're finished. All right, everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for the Bit-O-Asm-4 challenge from picoCTF, otherwise known as Cylab Academy, in their reverse engineering series of challenges. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel. and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.